Here's the 3 reasons that I turn a guy down even when I'm attracted to him, even when we have a lot in common, and even when I feel a connection with him. If you're a guy and you've ever been in this position where a girl starts off interested and she seems to like you, but then you notice that she stops answering your texts as quickly, her vibe changes, she becomes a little cold, and it gets a lot harder to get her to meet up with you, then chances are you made at least one, if not all of these 3 mistakes. And I don't think you realize how deadly they are. Because the minute you make any of these mistakes, you chased the girl away.
Mistake number 1 is when a woman pulls away, the first mistake most men make is they immediately confess their feelings. We're convinced that, well, maybe I didn't let her know that I liked her enough. Maybe she didn't know I was serious enough about her, and that's why she lost interest. But the reality is that when a woman senses that this guy's really into me, she pulls back a little bit to give herself some breathing room because she's like, wow, this is moving towards a relationship, or he seems really into me. Am I sure I want this? She pulls back a little bit, and what happens is the guy does the complete opposite of what he should do. And he starts going further in his confessions of romantic interest and wanting to be with her. And this takes a woman who was still sort of interested. And this scares her away. Just like when you confess your feelings, buying her a gift puts pressure on her. When she's not sure about you, the last thing you want to do is put more pressure on her. The more pressure she feels from you, the less attraction she's going to feel. Now, even if it's a small gift, when she looks at it, she's thinking, oh no, this guy really likes me. I'm not sure if I like him that much yet. And it creates a little bit of an awkwardness that she now wants to avoid. The next mistake is matching her coldness. What I mean by that, and a lot of guys do this, is that when a woman starts getting cold, there's a lot of guys that think they're playing the game. So they go, well, I'm gonna get cold too. So, we don't text her as much as we used to, or we wait longer to respond to her to sort of match what she's doing. But then what happens is, the minute she reaches out to us, we immediately say, hey, so do you wanna hang out? And when you do that, she knows that you were just not texting her because you were playing a game, and she thinks, oh, he was just upset that I wasn't texting him, so he wasn't texting me, and you lose the game right there. There's a much better way to handle this, and I'll explain how to do that in a minute. Now, the last mistake is giving her an ultimatum. A lot of guys do this, and by giving her an ultimatum, you're essentially giving her, again, a big box of pressure that's going to make her take her bags, and she's going to continue walking away from you. The other problem, though, with an ultimatum, and it's very similar to the coldness, is that when you give an ultimatum, I always say is you have to display to a woman that you are willing to walk away. It's a prerequisite to attraction. She's got to feel like, I can lose this guy. Now, the problem with the ultimatum is that most guys who give one, they aren't really ready to walk away from her. They're not really ready to lose her, so they immediately backtrack. And again, it makes you look super weak. And it also shows her that you're not willing to walk away. And a woman will only become, and repeat this, only become attracted to a man she fears she can lose. A man who displays a willingness to walk away. So what do you do instead? Well, I created another video that you can click a link below where I teach a technique called the scrambler. Because all of this, everything that we just talked about revolves around the idea of what really makes a woman fall in love with a guy. Because it's not what most men think. If you made any of the mistakes that we just went over, I can almost guarantee that you don't know what really makes a woman fall in love. You don't know the characteristics that she actually chases. If a woman loses interest in you, it's because she met you and she knew the ending of that movie too quickly, and she had no incentive to continue the relationship, continue getting to know you, because she knew how it was going to end. She knew that she had you. And once a woman knows she has you, especially if it happens too quickly, it's over. So what do you do instead? I'm gonna teach you exactly what to do. It's a technique that I call the scrambler, and it's all about eliciting the chase in her instead of the other way around. Because most guys chase women, but women want to be the one chasing a man. It's in their instincts, it's in their DNA. They don't want to be chased. And guys think that by chasing, it's gonna get them, but by chasing, you're actually pushing a girl further away. They want to chase you. They want the man that they have to chase. How do you get a woman chasing you? That's what I talk about in the video below. You can click the link. It's about 15 minutes long, and it goes way more in depth into everything we just discussed. What I do in the video is I actually reverse engineer the entire process of falling in love. so that you can actually see what needs to go through a woman's mind for her to fall in love with you. If you've already made a mistake, if you're thinking, well, I've already done these things, here's the thing. It's not too late to fix things if you take the right steps from here on out. Just watch the video and you'll get a much clearer understanding of what you can do from here on out to not only stop her from pulling away and not only stop women in the future from pulling away, but also to get them back to you. Click the link below right now to watch the video.